This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A woman was charged with 3 counts of malicious mischief and 1 count of burglary after smashing in windows at the Wenatchee police station on Friday.
Damp vegetation and a quick multi-agency response helped keep a Swakane Canyon brush fire.
Despite outshooting the Wellington Dukes 51-14, the Wenatchee Wild saw the end of their season during a semifinal game for the Royal Bank Cup.
In what was basically a home game for the reigning state runner-ups, WF West, Ephrata wasn't about to roll over and lose.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
A woman was charged with 3 counts of malicious mischief and 1 count of burglary after smashing in windows at the Wenatchee police station on Friday. The woman, who was later identified as 28-year-old Brittany Watson, was reportedly first spotted smashing out the front door and side windows of the old police station on Chelan Avenue. She then took off through a parking lot and jumped a retaining wall into a parking garage where the squad cars are kept. Watson allegedly smashed several windows in a 2013 Dodge Charger patrol car and then went down to the new police station located on Mission Street and began to smash the front doors of that building.
So officers here at the station were trying to finish out their shift and ending their day shift when the call came out from Rivercon. They were able to come out of the building, see her fleeing through the parking lot, chase her down. She made it about a block before she was caught. The metal bar, the leaf spring, was recovered here in the parking lot. So Brittany Watson, 28 years old of Wenatchee, was arrested for 3 counts of malicious mischief first degree, 1 for each building, 1 for the car, and then 1 count of burglary first degree for committing the crime inside our parking garage, which is marked clearly for authorized personnel only.
Watson was transported to the Chelan County Regional Justice Center and booked for 3 counts of malicious mischief in the first degree and 1 count of burglary in the first degree. Early estimates from city maintenance approximates the windows at the old station at $5,000, the doors at the new station at $5,000, and the patrol vehicle at $3,000. I'm Madison Meyer with iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Damp vegetation and a quick multi-agency response helped keep a Swakane Canyon brush fire from growing out of control Sunday afternoon. Firefighters were summoned to the flash point north of Wenatchee about 3 p.m., about 1 mile up the canyon road, on land managed by the State Department of Natural Resources. The fire, possibly sparked by target shooting, was burning in brush and grass and moving up a steep slope, but it posed no threat to nearby homes. Agencies responding included Chelan County Fire District 6 and Douglas County Fire District 2, as well as DNR and the U.S. Forest Service. Fire crews cleared the scene in less than 3 hours. A total of about 5 acres burned. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office is looking into the cause of the fire. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Despite outshooting the Wellington Dukes 51-14, the Wenatchee Wild saw the end of their season during a semifinal game for the Royal Bank Cup. The Wild dominated the Dukes in a preliminary game on Thursday, winning by 6 goals, 7-1. Going into the semifinals, the Wenatchee Wild were the only undefeated team in the fight for the Royal Bank Cup, winning their first 4 preliminary games. In the first period of the semifinals, the Wild held the Dukes to 2 shots, but the first goal was put in by Wellington, taking the lead 1-0. Midway into the second, Zach Galambos hit a high shot across the grain to tie up the score. However, in the third, the Dukes took a lead yet again when they caught a break on a 2-on-1 rush. Trying to tie up the score, a shot from the Wild made it into the line and slightly inside the post, but not completely crossing into the goal. Despite their best efforts, Wenatchee couldn't even out the score, and they saw the last of their 2017-2018 season to a 1-goal win by the Wellington Dukes. Despite their best efforts, Wenatchee couldn't even out the score, and they saw the last of their 2017-2018 season to a one-goal win by the Wellington Dukes. The Wild might not have taken home their third cup of the year, but they still fought past as the winners of the Fred Page Cup and the Doyle Cup. According to a press release, the process for building the 2018-19 edition of the Wenatchee Wild Hockey is already underway, and May camp is set for the next weekend at the iFIBER rink in Wenatchee. I'm Madison Meyer with iFIBER One Sports.
In what was basically a home game for the reigning state runner-ups, WF West, Ephrata wasn't about to roll over and lose. Ephrata Tigers baseball came out firing on all pistons and gave WF West all they could handle. After all, to get there, the Tigers had to survive a long run in districts. Entering the fifth inning, the score was tied 2-2, but that's when WF West Tyson Guerrero knocked the ball long to score a 2-run home run. A pitch in the dirt led to another score for WF West in the sixth. Ephrata's season is over, but this year's appearance marks the second time in the past 3 years the Tigers have made it to the state playoffs. Ephrata will look to make the state playoffs again next season. I'm Am Chikoski for iFIBER One Sports.
This is iFIBER One News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at ifiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.